Our Nation Sports Show. Tonight, we break down all of the action from Week 10 in the National Football League. By far, Week 10 has been the best week of games during this year's season. Well, unless you are a fan of the Jets and the Giants. There was a lot of games that went down to the final minutes that could have gone either way. History was made during Week 10 as there were 5 game-winning field goals. Tonight, we also bring to you our Week 11 prediction battles and more. It's showtime.
Good up to the court, talking all that is sport, breaking down the latest news, scores, and more. Welcome to our Nation Sports Show.
All right, here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live once again. You wanted the best, you got the best when it comes to sports talk. It is our Nation Sports Show. What's going on? I am Ezra Vickery here, and it is that time once again to talk all things world of sports here on our Nation Sports Show. And we're happy to be back on a Tuesday. We got the four-headed monster back again this week, and we'll introduce everybody in just a moment. But first, we got to get to our usual shtick, which is, of course, telling you how you can interact with us and follow us. And of course, that's Owen_sports show on Twitter, Facebook.com/Our Nation Sports Show, and Instagram.com//Our Nation Sports Show. Don't forget to find us here on the YouTube at YouTube.com/Our Nation Sports Show. Find us there, like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff where we are live now. Join us in the chat so that we can interact with you guys and hear what you guys think about our opinions. You guys give your opinions and your own scores as we do our score predictions. Of course, we got NFL talk, NBA talk, a little bit of AHL talk, sometimes and of course some news coming out of the world of college football and some other things going on in the world of sports. So we got a lot to get into tonight, and we're going to get into it real quick. But also don't forget to follow Nation's Corner at The Nation's Corner on all their socials, Nation's Corner YouTube. Don't forget to follow them there, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific time, Saturdays, of course, with our usual crew, Front Row, Deb House, and Tony Justice, Mongrody and Mike. Sometimes our boys, John in South Jersey, and R.A. Davis, and of course, Steve and Wyand here, also on the show as well. Also, don't forget to follow Too Sweet Cosplay at Too Sweet Cosplay across all socials as we get prepared to kind of bunker down for the holiday season. No Comic-Cons yet, but until next year, so keep an eye on our socials for more information on that. But enough spiel and enough self-promotion. Let's get everybody here on the show. We got, of course, right here joining us is our boy right here, the only man who's openly a Commanders fan on this show. The only man who actually wants to be a Commanders fan by any chance. Joey JT Thornton, what's up?
Okay, first off, screw you for that comment. There are a lot of people out there that want to be Commanders fans. But what is going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having an amazing Tuesday evening. And there was going to be some doubts about me being on the show tonight, but I was able to, I guess you could say, find a loose cord to plug into. So I am here with you guys tonight, ready to talk some sports, ready to talk some NFL, NBA action. Let's go. Yeah.
Well, here's the problem. Joey, is that most Commanders fans don't even want to come out and say they're Commanders fans. They're more trapped in the closet than R. Kelly. Okay, so
Screw you.
we'll just leave it at that. And let's talk about hey. At least your favorite team, Alabama Crimson Tide's doing better than they are. So we're good about that.
Well, and we have a shot again in the playoff, which we will.
Of course you will. Favoritism. But anyways, moving on is our boy, the leader of the Niner gang himself, KR, Kevin Rory. What's up, man?
What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody had a good week in sports, watching and watching some of them good games Sunday afternoon. And I did, for obvious reasons. My boys finally got back on the winning ways, but hope everybody's doing good tonight, and I'm ready to talk some sports. So let's go.
And of course, leading this charge today is my heavy metal brother from North Carolina. The man who's had more of a hot streak than Sammy Hagar is right now, announcing this tour. My heavy metal brother, the one and only Big Stevie Wyand. Stevie, what's up?
What is going on, everybody? Yes, I am on a hot streak. Yeah, I'm on a hot streak, coming in hot. And we are here to talk about the world of sports. And man, what a wild NFL weekend it was for Week 10 in the National Football League. Lots of close games. And then there were the Giants and Jets, and we'll get to those pathetic teams right now. Let's do this, baby.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do that in just a second. I mean, outside of let's see here. We're gonna get into some NBA news real quick because obviously NBA season is going on, but there wasn't a ton of news this week. One of the biggest news stories is that Michael Malone has agreed to a contract extension with the Denver Nuggets. He'll make him one of the highest paid coaches in the NBA. So it didn't say how long the extension was, as though details were not disclosed. But it appears that Michael Malone is going to stick around for the long haul with the Denver Nuggets and continue to coach this championship team. So good for the Nuggets on that front. They get to keep their head coach around for a little while longer. Injury news coming out of there. The Milwaukee Bucks have announced that Jay Crowder has suffered a left adductor and abdominal tear in Saturday's loss to Orlando. He will undergo surgery and be out for the next 8 weeks.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Ow.
Some big injury news out of the Milwaukee Bucks camp. Also, we got to mention the Kelly Oubre Jr. from the 76ers, who was hit by a car a couple of days ago and suffered a fractured rib along with other broken bones, and he's expected to be out for a while now.
Man.
He says he'll work closely with the 76ers medical staff on treatment and care for his injuries. He's expected to miss a significant amount of time.
Wow.
Yeah, so some unfortunate news there. Hopefully he'll be able to recover and get back out there and play. Luckily, they said his injuries are not career threatening or life threatening. So
That's good, at least.
Yep, that's good.
Yep.
Washington Wizards guard DeLon Wright has expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks with an MCL sprain in his right knee. So there's the news there. Robert Williams III has announced his season is over. He will had season-ending right knee surgery. So he suffered damage to his kneecap and ligaments, and is expected to be fully recovered for the start of the 2024-2025 season. So, some news out of there in the world of the NBA there. Jameer Nelson, if you guys remember that name,
Yes.
has been promoted to general manager of the Philadelphia 76ers G League affiliate, the Delaware Bluecoats.
All right.
Hey, that's awesome.
Former point guard of the Orlando Magic. Very nice.
That's a name we haven't heard of in a long, long time.
Here's the name we have heard since we've been doing the show. What's going on there, William? How you doing, sir?
Absolutely. William, what's going on, brother? Good
evening, William.
Good evening, William. Hope you're having a good day, sir. And glad you're enjoying the show as always. Andre Iguodala is now officially assuming a role as an active executive director of the NBPA. So Andre, now that he's retired, will be a part of the World National Basketball Players Association. Good for him. Tyler Hero has been diagnosed with a grade 2 ankle sprain. This was 5 days ago, and he'll be in a walking boot for 10 days and will be reevaluated in 2 weeks. So after his 2-week evaluation, they'll see where he stands and when he's going to be able to officially come back.
Interesting.
So, yep. Also, Jamal Murray from the Denver Nuggets is going to be out 3 to 4 weeks with a hamstring strain. So, yeah, they're going to be taking a cautious approach to him and try to feed him back in as soon as possible. But, of course, they don't want to risk a possible tear. So, but that's all I got in the world of NBA. I mean, outside of the games going on tonight, which should be pretty decent. We got Indy and Philly. Tip-off should be starting here for the in-season tournament, of course, going on right now. In-season tournament going on right now. Indy and Philly, Atlanta, Detroit, Miami and Charlotte, the Spurs and OKC, Magic and the Nets, Mavericks and the Pelicans, Trailblazers and Jazz, Golden State and the T-Wolves, Clippers and Nuggets, and Lakers and Grizz. All part of that in-season tournament tonight. Playing all their games tonight. Check your local listings for all the times for tip-off and where you can watch it.
Looking forward to that Spurs and OKC game because homegrown and Victor Wembanyama. The battle of the humongous giants, 7-4 versus 7-3.
And you can't teach that.
Yes, and keep in mind, this could be a battle between the two lead candidates for Rookie of the Year. Because technically, Chet Holmgren is a rookie.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot about other news. Ben Simmons is going to miss a week due to a pinched nerve in his back.
No.
You mean Ben Simmons is going to miss a week because his period started? That's what you should have said.
And it begins.
Speaking of period started, did anybody ever notice that the Clippers have not won a game yet since James Harden's been there?
Karma is a bitch.
They've actually got blown out every single game they played since James Harden's been there.
They cut the cancer out of Philly. Philly does great. They put the cancer in the Clippers. Look what happens.
Yeah, he leaves Philadelphia and Tyrese Maxey goes off for 50 points. Has been looking great. Joel Embiid looking like himself. They're winning. And now LA, here's what you get. You're fucked, guys, because you got James Harden.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Let me get me started on that. Yeah, but I noticed that on the way it was at Ben Simmons. It was like, oh, great. Oh, good. Ben Simmons out again. Also, Steph Curry won't be playing in the in-season tournament with his knee issues going on right now. Right knee soreness.
Yeah. And what's more, even though he is expected to play tonight, Anthony Davis is a game-time decision.
Of course he is.
Of course.
No surprise there.
The fucking Buzz Lightyear action figure with his one arm fell off the stairs.
Not a
You know what?
There's wasted.
Listen, guys. There are 3 things promised in life: death, taxes, and Anthony Davis's injury destination. Because that's exactly the 3 things you're always going to see.
The training staff literally has a seat in their room that's labeled for Davis like it would in the locker room.
there's a designated table injury spot where he lays there and he gets operated on. Yes, Mr. Davis, you're here again. Okay, what did you mess up now?
That dude has had more parts rearranged and put on than Mr. Potato Head.
Wow.
But I think that covers the NBA for today. Let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into the NFL. We got a lot to get into.
Real quick. I just want to bring this up real quick.
Okay.
I happen to find this on Facebook, and it said your birth month has to be your birthday in a one-on-one for your life. My matchup was Michael Jordan versus Anthony Davis. I was like, dang.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, I gotta give a shout out to Hijacker for the intro of the show, because when he put in the intro of the show, one of the clips he put in was Kevin with the whole find where Russell Westbrook shoots the three.
Yes.
He put that clip in the background of you with that in the background. I saw that. I about started laughing while off camera. It was fucking hysterical. Props to Hijacker for getting that clip.
Bravo.
He's doing that more than ever now because of fucking James Harden can't shoot.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Time to put on the fat suit for James Harden.
Yeah. There's probably a good amount of strip clubs down there, so he'll be happy.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, James Harden enjoys his strip bars like Deshaun Watson enjoys massage parlors.
Yep. Yeah, just like James likes crab legs.
Yep.
But anyways, let's get into it, man. A lot of NBA talk we got to get into in a short amount of time, baby. So let's get into it. And man, what a week it's been. Oh, first off, I want to get into some college news real quick, and that is the biggest news is that Jimbo Fisher has been fired by Texas A&M, which is a big deal, not only considering that they owe the man still $75 million of his contract that he's still owed. So despite firing Jimbo Fisher, the Texans still have to pay him his $75 million that he is owed.
Yep, and I believe if I remember reading the article correctly, I think he is getting like I think it was like close to $20 million right away, and then I think he's gonna get paid like a couple $1 million every year until 2031, and I was like, damn.
Get that money.
Eat your heart out, Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead while I research. Well, he looks up that article real quick. Some unfortunate news, and that is former first round draft pick out of the University of Houston in 2013, DJ Hayden, has passed away. He overcame a heart injury in practice to play 9 years in the NFL. It doesn't say, unfortunately, what he passed away from.
It was a car wreck.
Oh yeah, it was a car wreck. Okay.
Yeah, it was a car crash. He was one of 6 that got killed in a car accident.
Yeah, and the others include Zachary McMillan and Ralph Oragwu as well. Former Houston college football players who were all killed in that accident. So prayers and condolences to them. Definitely wish them the best. Other news to get into, of course, was that this week with football, there was a bunch of people out on injuries. Of course, Justin Jefferson did not play with the Vikings this week because of the injury he's still dealing with. Which didn't matter because somehow the Vikings pulled out another one with the King Josh Dobbs doing his thing, I guess.
Okay, I got. All right, I was able to find it.
Okay.
So here's how it's going to be paid out. The university has to pay Jimbo Fisher 25%, which is going to equal about 19.25 million in a lump sum within 60 days of the effective date of termination, and the remaining balance shall be paid to Coach Fisher in equal annual payments beginning 120 days after the effective date of the termination of this agreement and continue through the original end date of this agreement, which is December 31st of 2031. So technically, after he gets that 19.25 lump sum, he's going to get paid about $7 million a year until 2031.
What's up, Big T? How you doing, sir?
What up, Big T?
Big C, what's
Yep,
going on?
that's how it's going to be paid out.
Oh, real quick, William said here in the chat, more surgeries than Joan Rivers. Oof.
Yikes. Yeah, that's rough. Here's some injury news. Of course, we got to get Steelers linebacker Quan Alexander suffered a season-ending torn Achilles on that game, and he is done for the year. Yikes! Another torn Achilles.
Another Achilles injury. Oh, man.
Giants offensive tackle Andrew Thomas luckily avoided a season-ending injury. He was carted off the field. It looked to be a season-ending knee injury, but he ended up returning to the game. So
yep, he did.
Yeah, which was great for him. Let's see. Taylor Heineke was ruled out of the Falcons game with a hamstring injury. Oh, and we got to talk about we're going to talk about this later. I'm not going to mention it now, but because we're going to do it when we go over the scores from last week. But here's other news to get into real quick is a better in Florida won $5.5 million on a $500,000 four-leg NFL parlay when Texans kicker Matt Amendola hit a 38-yard field goal on the final play to lift Houston to a 30-27 win over the Cincinnati Bengals.
Wow. Holy crap.
Hey, that's impressive because I play those same parlays and I wouldn't put more than $10 on the game's winning 500,000. Good God Almighty!
Oh, the Vikings are signing running back Myles Gaskin to their practice squad.
Wow, former Miami Dolphin. Interesting.
Yep.
And I think he spent several seasons with Minnesota.
I believe you are correct, sir.
I think he spent 9 seasons with them.
9.
Myles Gaskin, he returns a day after Alexander Madison was diagnosed with a concussion. So they're going to go because they're going to Denver this week. So, and here's updated number 1 overall pick probabilities from ESPN Analytics. Right here, the Bears still lead right now, only by 0.9%, nearly 1%, to get the number 1 pick, with the Giants right behind them. Then it's the Cardinals pick. Oh no, yeah, it is Colt. Yeah, then it's the Cardinals, Patriots, and then the Bears get the next pick, and then Green Bay.
Wow.
Interesting.
Good positioning if you're Chicago.
Yep.
Very true.
Baker Mayfield announced that Baker Mayfield will not miss any time with that thumb injury. He's good to go. He'll come back, and he's good to go for Sunday's game versus the 49ers.
Probably should skip the week.
Yeah.
Did y'all happen to catch a quick injury news while we're talking about injuries? The other day, Devontae Adams chopping it up with his old good buddy Aaron Rodgers when the Jets played the Raiders had the courtesy to ask him, "Yo, bro, so when you coming back?" Aaron Rodgers replies, 3 weeks. That for a torn Achilles, 3 weeks.
No way.
What kind of drugs is he taking? Because some of them Achilles tears in the NFL need to follow Aaron Rodgers' suit if that's the case. I mean, I personally don't believe it, but if Aaron Rodgers he was out there throwing 60-yard bombs last week in warm-up, so I don't know. I don't know what the hell kind of psychedelic drugs he has put in his ankle or what, but Jesus Christ, to come back from an Achilles tear less than a year is absolutely remarkable if he can.
Well, that's the thing is, the way modern science has become nowadays with these injuries is people come back a lot sooner. Even back I'll give you a little stat. Edge, in 2008, when he came back in the Royal Rumble in Toronto, he was supposed to be out 14 months with a torn Achilles. He came back in a little under 8.
Yeah, and I remember back in 2013 when John Cena tore his tricep. He was supposed to be out for 6 to 8 months. No, sorry, it was 4 to 6 months. But he was back after only 2 months.
Oh wait,
Yep.
no wait, that
Well,
was
2008 or 2007 into 2008.
Edge was 2010. Cena's was 2008.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you something that both of those guys don't have to deal with that Aaron Rodgers does, and that's have to stand behind that fucking atrocious Jets offensive line. So if Aaron Rodgers wants to come back faster than he wants to, he's
that's
asking for a
Have at
death
it.
wish. Jesus
Have
Christ.
at
Go
it.
ahead. Get hurt again, buddy, because that's what's going to happen.
How fitting would it be if he gets hurt on 4 plays again?
Oh, not even throws a pass. Oh.
Let's see. It says on a short week with the Thursday night game versus the Ravens, it's unlikely that T. Higgins will be able to return from his hamstring injury.
Ouch.
Matt Stafford is expected to play Sunday versus the Seahawks.
Good for him.
Vikings are going to sign Anthony Barr because Jordan Hicks is hurt now.
Oh yeah, and other breaking news: Kyler Murray was actually able to lay out the Call of Duty to help the Cardinals win for the first time.
We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that just a few minutes.
Yeah.
In just a few minutes, we're going to get into that. And look at this. You can count this on 3 fingers because Jason Pierre-Paul just told Josina Anderson he's planning to sign with the Saints.
Oh wow!
You see what I did there?
Yeah.
Count that on 3 fingers.
Oh come on, man! Come on, man!
Yep. Yep.
I did that. Yes, I did that.
Yes, you did do that.
Thank you very much. I'll be here all week. Don't forget to tip your waitress. Try to veal. Primetime games coming up. Thursday night, Bengals at Ravens. Sunday night, Vikings at Broncos. Monday, Eagles and Chiefs.
About damn time we get 2 good games.
I know.
About time.
Yeah. Some very concerning news here. Cowboys linebacker Leighton Vander Esch is going to be out for the remainder of the season, and his career is in question due to a neck injury. As much as we rag on the Cowboys, we don't want to see anybody get hurt, and this is unfortunate. Yeah, it says right here. Looking into it. He said he still has lingering symptoms from that neck injury. And he has a history of neck issues as well. He had a fusion procedure done a couple years ago. So, not good. Not good prognosis there. Here we go. The other big news today. The Bills have fired offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey and have put Joe Brady as the new interim offensive coordinator.
Good for them. We'll see if
Hell, I don't care if they hired Tom Brady. They ain't going to be no better.
And I love what Adam Schefter retweeted. Somebody, Ari Meirov, put, the moment Ken Dorsey will be remembered most at Buffalo and when he had that meltdown up in the booth, throwing papers, smashing his tablet, throwing it up against the camera in the corner.
Wow. Well, serves him right. He doesn't know how to coach an offense.
Nope.
And
serves
then finally, a couple other quick news notes. One more. Here we go. NFL has announced that Texans linebacker Denzel Perryman has been suspended for 3 games for repeated violations of playing rules, which mainly involves helmet-to-helmet contact.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
So, yeah, you got that. Let's see. The Jets have released running back Michael Carter, and the Vikings have placed Jordan Hicks on IR. So that's it for the news. Let's get into the scores from this past weekend in these games, and of course, the Thursday game was a bar burner, not really, but the Chicago Bears beat the Panthers 16-13.
That is as bad as a Carolina loss gets.
I would
Not.
have had a meltdown beyond meltdowns if the Bears lost to the Carolina Panthers. Thank God they did not.
So,
And at least they won. I'm happy about that. I'm happy they won and a certain other team lost this week, so I'm happy about that. And we'll get to that in a few minutes. The Colts beat the Panthers Colts beat the Patriots 10-6 in Germany.
Yeah, I'm glad I scheduled that one for in the morning because a lot of us
God.
fell asleep.
I watched
was
it.
horrible.
I watched
game
it.
was
I watched the whole
smooth.
game. Because unfortunately,
game
that's the
was
only game I get to
smooth.
watch it full.
you know what? This is the only thing I want to say about that game. For some reason, this same year, it popped up on my Facebook memories, by the way. The same year last year overseas at 9:30 a.m., the craziest shit happens in football. This year, it was Belichick benches Mac Jones for Bailey Zapp, who comes in and throws a pick anyway. And then last year, it was the Bucks lining Tom Brady up behind at wide receiver for a pass against the Seahawks. I don't know what it is about playing 9:30 games that drive these damn people crazy, but these damn people are crazy.
Can you
Oh
believe,
my God, I forgot
can you believe
about that.
Can you believe that? He benches Mac Jones with like what, a minute left in the fourth quarter? Then he lined him up for a fake spike, throws the ball down the middle right into the defender's hands. Are you serious? In the
That's
game
something Steven would do in Madden growing up.
Bailey
Oh, a
Zappi
fake spike to an interception.
doing Bailey Zappi things, let me tell you.
Who would pick it off, Kevin? Probably Peyton Manning, because you had that jacked up a couple of times where you had my favorite thing that you did is you had Peyton Manning was the cornerback and he was facing Eli and he picked off Eli.
What parallel universe were you playing to do that? What the fuck?
Don't ask him. I don't know what he was thinking.
The good old ratings editor. The best part about Madden.
Yep.
Hey. Peyton picking off a pass from Eli. It's like having Richard Seymour run a 4.240.
Or Vince Wilfork.
Dude, freaking.
Yeah, there you go. Vince Wilfork. Sorry, running a 4.240.
Give me the ratings editor. I'll turn fucking. If that's the case, I'll turn Tyson Bagent into Tom fucking Brady.
Yeah.
Shit.
But anyways, moving on from that game. The Browns beat the Ravens in a hard-fought battle, 33-31.
And another epic choke job by the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, good Lord. I mean, they can't even protect it. They cannot protect that double-digit lead and save their lives. I mean, just
or the football.
Nope. Pick 6 by Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
I got Cleveland back in the game.
At least the good news
is Cleveland life.
And at least the good news is when Jason Pierre-Paul joins the Baltimore Ravens, he'll at least give the Ravens a 40% discount on his gloves.
How many figures am I holding up there, Jason? 3.
How about now?
8.
With the Home Alone 2 reference.
Yes. Good boy.
Didn't expect that.
Yep.
And Texans beat the Bengals 30-27.
Can I just say that CJ Stroud is hands down the rookie of the year? I mean, that kid,
yeah.
I mean, the old Texans would have choked because Cincinnati did make that game interesting late, as the game went on. But CJ Stroud and company, they stood there, with the pressure in their faces, and they came back and they won, and Matt Amendola kicked the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, I tell you what, I told everybody when they hired D'Amico Ryans from the 49ers coaching staff, I said they're going to reboot that whole culture. They're going to build something good. They're going to have the guys ready to play. They're going to be playing hard for their coach. And they don't have the most talent in the world, but what they have is a bunch of guys who's playing for each other. They're playing for Coach D'Amico. See, they got a good general manager and scouting department who scouted C.J. Stroud, made the trade up to get Will Anderson, still got a first-round pick. I mean, they're doing a tremendous job. And then you look at the other end of the stick, it's the Panthers. They're on the shit end of the stick. Shitty general manager, shitty owner, shitty everything, a shitty place, and a shitty quarterback that they messed up on. And for C.J. Stroud, Carolina keeps kicking themselves harder and harder in the arse because of them not drafting C.J. Stroud. And you say rookie of the year, I defer. I think he's in the conversation for most valuable player as a rookie, not just offensive rookie of the year. I mean, when you look at that, you got to look at like Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Lamar Jackson, and now C.J. Stroud has entered that conversation.
I agree 100%.
That's a good call. That is a good call.
That is a good call because he's been playing at a very much an elite level, a level beyond his years. With the way he's passing the ball, his quarterback IQ is very much above his experience level, and he's been playing great ball, and he's having 300 plus yards a game, and he's been efficient with his passing. He hasn't been overly throwing the ball where some other quarterbacks will throw 50 passes and gain 400 yards but still not lose the game. But this guy's throwing it efficiently. He's throwing it good. He's keeping an eye on the routes opening up. He's been keeping an eye on his receivers, where they're at. The guy's got a great, and he's keeping an eye on where the defense is with the offensive line. He's doing a great job overall with everything. And for a guy for his only him being a rookie and having that type of stuff, you don't see that very often. You don't. And look at his stats from here: 23, 39, 356, only one touchdown, but he only threw one pick. That's pretty damn good for C.J. Stroud.
That's pretty good. Really good.
This is Peyton Manning numbers. I mean,
I got to give a shout out to Devin Singletary, though. Devin Singletary on the team, 30 carries for 150 yards and a touchdown.
And that's not even their starting running back. That's the backup. The starting running back missed time with a hamstring injury, Damian Pierce. But let me just rant for a second. I'm gonna backtrack for a second.
Good.
Carolina Panther fans, you sit here and run your mouth about Bryce ain't the problem. It ain't Bryce Young. It's our offensive line. It's our receiver. While some of that is true, trust me, I watched the game the other day, and from one football mind to watching the game, I can completely tell you that is not the problem. Like, not all of the problem. It might have been half the problem, but I watched the play where Bryce Young dropped back on a quick 3-step drop, which means on those kind of passes, it don't matter what kind of offensive line you got, you're still going to get the pass off. You're going to make your throw. And Bryce Young was so fucking inaccurate that the damn cornerback for Jalen Johnson couldn't even catch the damn ball. It was so fucking off target. The damn corner couldn't even touch it because it was so off target. So when I say it's not all the offensive line, it's Bryce Young can't throw a damn football to save his life. All of that is combined into one.
Joey, you got anything to say?
I mean, Bryce Young, he's not a member of the Crimson Tide anymore. He's a part of the pros, and he's learning it the hard way. That's all I got to say.
He gonna learn today.
All right.
He gonna learn today.
You going to Charlotte. You going to learn today what Charlotte's about, the Carolina Panthers.
Hey, and from a close game to an absolute blowout, the 49ers blew out the Jaguars 34-3.
You talk about a state victory. Wow.
Yeah, and that was a statement win because Jacksonville had been the hottest team in football. They have the most game winning streak going into this game. 5-game winning streak. They were blowing people out. They looked good doing it. They looked really good. Trevor Lawrence looked like a possible MVP candidate. And the 49ers kind of made some adjustments, put Steve Wilkes' ass on the sideline like Robert Saleh and D'Amico Ryans was to give that little energy spark to that defense. They turn around, get their best all-pro, all-world left tackle back, and I tried to tell people when this happened, when Trent Williams went down, I said, we're going to look different. Our offense ain't going to look the same because I'm telling you, Trent Williams is more viable to this team than Christian McCaffrey. And it sounds crazy, but I got some numbers real quick. When Trent Williams is on the field, McCaffrey runs for 6 yards a carry. When Trent Williams is off the field, McCaffrey ran for 2.6 yards per carry. That is times 2 almost that McCaffrey is able to run because of Trent Williams. And him returning was huge. And also Deebo Samuel, just someone who gives you an extra weapon out on the field, who can run the ball, who can catch the ball, who can make your defensive coordinator go sleepless at night trying to figure out how to defend you. So I think they got their mojo back. Brock Purdy looked tremendous in that game, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. So I think they got their mojo back. As long as they can stay healthy, they're a top-heavy roster, which means they don't need injuries. They don't got a lot of depth. So as a top-heavy roster, just got to stay healthy, and they'll be fine.
Yeah, I agree.
I definitely agree with that, but it still kind of hurts though because Christian McCaffrey lost his consecutive touchdown streak though.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what made it. That actually helped Jacksonville because, to be honest, the 49ers probably would have put 41 up on them if they quit giving McCaffrey the ball 4 straight times, trying to force it in at the end. They could have scored 41. But how about Chase Young already? First game as a Niner, 0.5 sacks. Him and Nick Bosa absolutely Oreo sandwiched Trevor Lawrence into a fumble, and that defense is back to the defense we know they are. They had 5 sacks, 5.5 sacks, 1 fumble, 3 interceptions. That's incredible. That defense is back to where we know.
Yeah, and I gotta give credit to George Kittle. 3 carries, 116, 3 catches, 116 yards, and a touchdown. Also, Brandon Ayuk. Getting Brandon Ayuk after being out for those couple games last week and this week has helped out tremendously for the 49ers offense. Because Brandon Ayuk this season has become one of the biggest weapons that Brock Purdy has out there. You've got Christian McCaffrey, run CMC, who can play both running back and wide receiver. You've got Brandon Ayuk, who's out there fucking running out there. Then you've got, of course, you got George Kittle, who has Cero Miedo. You've got him, and you got Deebo Samuel. I mean, come on, that team is stacked to the brim. People, you just like you said, if they stay healthy, this is a team that could wrap that Super Bowl up with no problem.
Yep.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. And Kevin, I just got 2 words to say to you regarding Chase Young. You're welcome.
Same way with Trent Williams. Hey, y'all gave us Trent Williams for nothing, and he's considered by many as the best left tackle to ever play the game.
I know.
Hey, I appreciate that too. The Washington Commanders have been teaming up with the 49ers. They have both went part owners with each other to help each other out. And, well, basically Washington to help San Francisco out. Trent Williams and Chase Young for a 3rd-round pick and a 5th-round pick. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, we just wait till next month, though, when Chase Young returns to Washington.
Ooh, yes. That's going to be an interesting one.
Oh, yeah.
And that is the one game I will be at. Speaking of.
Nice. The Vikings beat the Saints 27-19. Once again, the Josh Dobbs experiment is working out.
Just some bad news on that real quick is because this idiot coach, Kevin O'Connell, stated today that through the 2 wins, Josh Dobbs will be benched and they're going back to their undrafted rookie quarterback this
Why?
week. Because it's Minnesota. That's why.
What?
They're idiots. That's why.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
So, yeah, that absolutely blew my mind when I read that. I said, this guy is high on cocaine.
Stupidity at the highest level. It's like the freaking Panthers bringing back Cam Newton.
As Dave Chappelle said, cocaine's a hell of a drug. And that's got to be the only excuse for Kevin O'Connell.
Stupid. Steelers beat the Packers. Yes, 23-19. That makes me happier to hell. Burning flames, you cheeseheads.
Yeah, Ezra, you got to be happier than a hungry baby at a topless bar about that one.
Oh, dude, I am. It makes me, dude. I know the Steelers suck ass, but guess what? They did well. They're playing good, 6-3. They've been playing some good ball, but still, I mean, look at this. Only 126 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions for Kenny Pickett. The reason why they won is their running game. Jaylen Warren and Najee Harris, both having great games and all that too. So, but yeah. Also, let's get to this game, and you guys can talk about it for a second because I gotta grab the door. Buccaneers and Titans, 20-6. Buccaneers over Tennessee.
I mean, Will Levis he has regressed after 2 weeks ago when he had that 4 touchdown pass performance, and teams have definitely caught on to his weaknesses, and he definitely got exposed in this game. And I mean, Tampa Bay got on track, with the victory after losing like 3 games in a row, after they started out 3-1, and that they're still in the thick of things, but the NFC South division it's hot garbage. And Tennessee, their road isn't going to get any easy because you got Houston hot on your trails, and then obviously you got Jacksonville still in the lead in the AFC South.
Agreed.
And obviously Ryan Tannehill is still not playing and probably will be benched the rest of the year, I would believe. And talk about a team that went from having some couple of really good seasons and then last year they just shit the bed at the worst possible time and didn't even make it to the playoffs. And now this year they're in danger of not even making the playoffs at all.
Yeah. Falcons beat the Cardinals beat the Falcons 25-23. The return of Kyler Murray.
Congratulations, Kyler Murray, for once you got a victory when it mattered the most, I guess. You got it done. Done.
Well, also, too, I think he beat Modern Warfare 3 Remake in record time so that he could actually play the game. So
now that's a speed run.
But then again, come on, you gotta think it was the Atlanta Falcons.
This is true. I mean, again,
you gotta think it was the Atlanta Falcons after all.
The NFC South is the worst division and has been the worst division for 3 consecutive seasons. And
the only reason NFC South was able to stay alive is because of one Tom Brady. That's the only reason that they were able to stay out of the coffin the past 3 years.
Yep.
And from another ultra-competitive game, the Lions and the Chargers. Lions win 41-38.
This was a burner of a game.
This was the game of the week.
Yeah, this was the game of the week, right? The true game of the week. Unlike the idiots over at Fox saying that Dallas and the Giants was the game of the week. Yeah, game of the week, my ass. But anyway, yeah.
Jared Goff, man. Jared Goff.
Yeah, Jared Goff.
333 yards, 2 touchdowns on 23 of 33, a lot of threes.
3.
David Montgomery, 12 carries for 116 yards, almost 10 yards a carry. And Amari St. Brown, 8 catches for 156 yards on 9 targets. And a touchdown.
And Justin Herbert, what a great game he had.
Oh, yeah, Herbert had a hell of a game, man. He did. Yep, 323 yards on 27 of 40, 4 touchdowns, only 1 interception.
Yes,
the name of that game was who was going to have the ball last.
Yes, I think Keenan Allen, if I'm not mistaken, he had, I think it was like 11 receptions for like 177 yards on 14 targets.
Yep, you're close, 175. You're close.
175.
Yep, 11 catches for 175 yards on 14 targets.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Both of those teams came to play, and they sure as hell did, man. What a game.
I I almost hated for there to be a loser in this game because both teams played their absolute hearts out.
Yeah, and Austin
He
Eckler,
did.
19 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown to his credit. So, definitely what a game that was, and what a performance. Come on, stupid NFL.com. But anyways, moving on to the next one is of course the Giants and the Cowboys. Giants whooped their ass 49-17. Cowboys just absolute decimation.
79
Next.
to 17 combined.
Yeah, 89. Yeah, 89-17. Absolute pathetic. Next.
Oh my lord. Well, they're going to the Super Bowl now, according to fans.
Yeah, right.
Seahawks beat the Cardinals 29-26.
You mean the Commanders?
Commanders, close enough.
Sam Howell, I mean, he does what he can, but I mean the defense, they just let us down, especially with that pass interference call right there on the fourth down play, right there towards the end of the game. But I gotta say one thing, and this is my little rant, and it's not gonna be a heavy rant, but I feel like I gotta get this off my chest. Benjamin St. Just was illegally thrown out of that game on that hit with that hit on Tyler Lockett. Yes, it was a rough hit, and yes, I do agree that it should have been pass interference. But the fact that he was called for targeting as well when he didn't even lower the crown of his helmet, I mean, that was a clean hit. But yet the referees are like, oh, we're going to throw you out for targeting. Please, that was not targeting. That was not targeting on any level. So referees, thank you once again for screwing up the game of football. You might as well go in and go back to referee school and start with refereeing 101 because all these referees are just absolute garbage right now.
Ref ball wins.
Was that a Mortal Kombat reference?
You got it.
Wow. Who knew I'm more cultured? Who knew I'm more cultured than I thought? It's only because I hang around you fine gentlemen, and that's not saying much. On Sunday Night Football, the Raiders beat the Jets 16-12.
Ugh.
Yawn.
Ugh.
Yawn.
One touchdown in the game.
Yawn.
All right, and then the Broncos shockingly beat the Bills 24-22.
I got something to say about this game. What in the actual living hell is going on with the Buffalo Bills? I mean, Josh Allen, I swear to God, I think right now he's had too much Butterfingers to snack on because he's been fumbling, throwing interceptions like crazy the last several weeks. He is leading the NFL in turnovers right now. And Dak Prescott better thank his lucky stars right now that he's not leading the NFL. But if he keeps on screwing up like he did during the Giants game, but the media doesn't want you to know that because he threw a pick. He has 5 picks already. He's got 8 weeks to go to throw over 10 picks, and I think it's coming. But anyways, back to Josh Allen and the Bills. Josh Allen is the reason why the Bills are where they are at right now. They are barely over 500. The defense, granted, the defense played some pretty good ball. They were pretty consistent, unlike your offense. And Cooks was fumbling the ball like crazy. Now, granted, like Kevin said during the pre-show, that fumble was not Cooks' fault. It went down on the stat sheet that it was his fault, but it was Allen's fault because he's the one that fumbled the snap and fumbled the handoff. And just putrid this offense is. And they didn't have it going. And then they finally took the lead, in the fourth quarter. And just the simple fact that how fitting that the Buffalo Bills found ways to shoot themselves in the foot and lose this game, and how fitting the final penalty called on the game, 12 men on the field. The 12th man wins again, aiding Russell Wilson. How fitting. And just this offense is not looking the same. Gabe Davis fumbled the ball last night. Stephon Diggs is bitching up a storm. And I mean, I don't blame the guy, but before the season even started, there was drama. And during the season, there's been drama. And the offensive coordinator got fired and shown the door. And now Joe Brady steps in to be the new offensive coordinator. And if the Bills don't watch it, they're going to be sitting on the couch, watching the playoffs. And Sean McDermott may be out of a job. But got to give credit to the Broncos. I mean, as much shit as we've given this team, they actually have played some pretty good ball the last 4 or 5 weeks. I mean, their defense is playing good. Russell Wilson's looked pretty solid. He's had his moments, these last 3 to 5 weeks where he's looked like the old Russell Wilson, especially last night. I mean, that was the old Russell Wilson. I mean, he was scrambling like crazy and making plays when there was nothing. He was fitting passes into tight spots where for his guy to catch the ball. And Wilson has looked pretty solid. So the Broncos are looking pretty good right now. They're not looking like the doormat that they were to start out, but their defense is playing pretty good. But Buffalo, it is now time to put up or shut up.
I was looking at it last night, and to everyone's surprise, Russell Wilson has had a very solid year. Like, he's not been bad. Like, his completion percentage, 66% completion percentage to 18 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions. That's pretty impressive. Like, that's really impressive. The problem has always been, to start of the year, their defense giving up 70 fucking points and getting shellacked. And their offense, Sean Payton don't know how to call a fucking offense out of his ass from his elbow. And they finally started getting some consistency. Yeah, the Broncos' offensive line is a lot to be desired, probably always will be, but Russ has made the best out of it, made some plays, and to also everyone's surprise, the Broncos are winners of like 4 out of 5 here in the last 5 weeks, and including wins over the Kansas City Chiefs and now the Buffalo Bills. So that Broncos flat tire that they have, it's finally turned to a half-inflated tire, and they're slowly cruising down the road. So, you know what? Shout out to Russ. He did his thing last night, and shout out to the kicker for knocking all them field goals through. But Buffalo, oh my God. You got an all-pro quarterback, an all-pro receiver, a rising superstar tight end, a top 5 offensive line, a very good running back, a very good defense, and you find a way to shoot yourself in your foot. Buffalo, come on now. I mean, I know it's the Madden curse with Josh Allen, but this is like Madden 24, the turnover edition, because that's exactly what Josh Allen is for the Buffalo Bills this year. Turnover after turnover after turnover. I mean, I know it's the season for Apple turnovers and stuff, but damn, not literally in the NFL football game. Quit turning the ball over, son. And as far as the defense, it's sad that we can say the defense played well, because this defense has every excuse to not play well for the Bills, because they're missing their starting safety, both starting corners, both starting middle linebackers. Matt Milano out for the year. They're all pro linebacker out. All they have is their front 4 and their defensive line, and they still play pretty solid. And then you, Josh Allen, have every weapon to your part, and you still throw in pick after pick after pick, and you have Stephon Diggs. Now, this is what we jump on Dak Prescott about. You have a wide receiver 1 in CeeDee Lamb, and you barely give him any targets, and that was like 5 or 6 weeks ago. But this is the same situation with Josh Allen. You have an all-pro wide receiver who by week 5 was leading the league in receptions, and now you just quit throwing him the ball. No wonder Ken Dorsey got fired. Like, give it to your receiver. Get him involved. Do something. Throw him screens. Do something. Get him in the game. Get them in the game plan. Get them involved. The shit you're doing, you deserve to lose. I mean, Buffalo, to my surprise, are 5-5 and have the same record as some of the other teams, including the Denver Broncos. Bro, like, what are you doing, Buffalo? You're supposed to be top notch. You're supposed to be up there with Kansas City, and you're out there. You're playing like the New York Jets. Jesus Christ! Like, come on, dude. It's awful. Yep. An awful display that we're seeing from Josh Allen.
Yep.
An awful offensive coaching
Absolutely
job. That's why
agree.
Ken Dorsey's fired. And it's just going to get worse. Now you got Stephon Diggs and that little drama with him and Allen. I don't know. I think the Bills are cooked because the ending games that they got to play this year include Miami, Dallas, Philadelphia, Kansas City. Like it's ugly. It can get ugly for Buffalo. Hell, if they don't turn it around and do something, it can get very ugly for the Bills.
Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely agree.
Just in time for the holidays. Madden NFL 24 Turnover Edition.
Turnover edition, half off.
EA
You get a pick.
Sports in the game.
Absolutely. But I actually came across this on Facebook earlier today as I was just scrolling around, and I actually found something very interesting that I feel needs to be brought up.
Okay.
Let's see. There is one thing that these four scenarios have in common, and I want to see if you guys can figure it out. Last year in the playoffs, Chiefs against the Bills. Earlier in the year, Jaguars recovering a fumble from Buffalo. A couple weeks after that, Matt Jones throwing the game-winning 1-yard touchdown pass to beat the Bills. And then, of course, last night, the penalty for 12 men on the field. What is the one thing those four scenarios have in common?
They've all had the Bills' losses.
Well, that too. But the one scenario that I found was that in all four of those scenarios, there were 13 seconds on the clock.
Wow.
In all four of those scenarios, at one point, there was 13 seconds on the clock.
What? Wow. The number 13.
And then it has a picture saying 13 seconds will haunt the Bills forever. And I'm like, yep, it will.
That's true. Wow.
Too bad it wasn't 3 minutes.
Wait, did you just
Yeah.
hear yourself say 3 minutes?
Yeah, just like Matt Ryan is going to have 28-3 haunting him for the rest of his life.
Yep.
I can't wait till the 30 for 30 drops. The first one was the 4 Falls of Buffalo. This one's gonna be called 13 Seconds of Shame.
Or 13 steps to nowhere.
Oh my god.
Yes, I just did a Pantera reference.
Of course you did, you fucking douche.
You're welcome.
All I can say is you're welcome. Moana reference.
What can I say?
What can I say? You're welcome.
All right, let's stop singing before we lose our last bit of the audience that we have.
We got some picks to get to, baby.
Yes, we do. We got picks to get to. And Joey, do you have anything before we get going on these picks?
I do. I have last week's numbers real quick. Let me see. Last week, our pick segment winner was Mr. Kevin Rory, going 9-5 last week.
9-5.
Steven, you came in second place with a record of 8-6. And then me and Ezra finished tied for third with a record of 7-7. Mid.
Okay.
Mid.
Fuck you, Dave Grohl. There goes my euro. Oh, wait, I meant hero. Yeah, it's Steve, real quick. There was a meme that I posted in our chat the other day, and it said, and it's Dave Grohl, and it shows a Euro sandwich, and it says, there goes my Euro.
Yep.
Hysterical. But yeah, we got the picks to get into. Yeah, let's get into the first game, and it's the Thursday night game. And what a Thursday night game it is. It is the Bengals versus the Ravens.
Yeah, this one's gonna be tough to start out.
Mm-hmm.
Man. You know what? I'm going to start this one off. I'm giving the edge to the Ravens because they're playing at home. And I think Lamar Jackson's going to want to rebound from that disappointing loss to Cleveland this past Sunday. So give me the Ravens in an absolute barn burner. I'm going to go the Ravens on a game-winning Justin Tucker field goal, 27-26.
Interesting. You know what? I think both teams need a rebound, but I think essentially the loss of T. Higgins is going to weigh far more heavier than anything the Ravens have. So give me the Ravens 28-24.
I like that score. I'm gonna go a similar path as well because I think Baltimore, even though these teams are pretty evenly matched, I think Baltimore is the better team. I think Jackson's gonna have a rebound of a game. He's gonna have a great game, over 300 yards of total offense. I got Baltimore winning as well. I'm gonna go Baltimore 28-21.
Okay.
Give me Baltimore in this one, 27-24.
Okay.
And William,
Yep.
he has Bengals 20-17.
Interesting.
Okay.
Let's see, and Hijacker, he's got the Bengals winning also, 24-21.
All right.
Oh, he's setting the scores. Okay.
Yep, yeah,
He
he
did.
did it for us because he
Yeah.
didn't think he was going to be able to make it tonight.
Yep.
All right, next game is Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Oh,
Nine.
please. Get this one over, please. 34
Give me
to
Give me the Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys in this one, 41-0.
Again, the Dallas Cowboys beating up on middle school football teams. The story of the year. Again, same story, same result, but I'm going with a weird ass score. Give me the Cowboys 39-6.
What kind of planet? Wow.
Four
Interesting.
safeties.
Oh, Hijacker would be proud.
They sacked Bryce Young 4 times in the end zone.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys as well, but not with that kind of score. Jeez. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys 34-7.
Oh.
All right. Let's see. Hijacker has the Cowboys winning 28-10. And you know what? I'm feeling kind of odd too. Give me the Cowboys in this one, 32-5.
Really, William? You're gonna go kind of with the same scenario as Joey, but he's going 41-5 Dallas.
Well, your 5 score. What the fuck?
Wow.
I was debating that.
What is wrong with you people?
Dak was going to throw a pick out the end zone, throw the ball out the end zone.
No, an arm punt.
Oh.
They're gonna butt fumble 2.0.
Only thing they're going to punt is the Panthers' ass.
Yes.
All right. Pittsburgh Steelers heading to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Ooh. That's going to be a slobber knocker.
All right. I'll start off with Hijacker score. He's got the Browns beating the Steelers 28-17.
You know what? And I'm gonna go the exact opposite. I'm gonna go the same result as the Monday Night Football game from Week 2. I think the Steelers pull it out with a game-winning field goal, 21-18.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
I'm gonna go 24-20. Steelers over the Browns. It's gonna be a close one. I can see the smoke coming out of Joey's ears on this score.
You know, I think I'm actually going to go against the grain.
Of course.
Okay.
I think I'm going to pick Cleveland in this one. I think Cleveland's going to get the job done. They had a very impressive win against Baltimore last week, and I think they're going to pick it up. So give me the Browns in this one. I'm going to go 27-23.
I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh in this game. I'm gonna go kind of Kevin's route with the score because I like that scenario. I'm gonna go Pittsburgh 24-20.
All right.
All right. Next on the list is what's going to be another slaughter. It's going to be the Bears going to Detroit to take on the Lions.
Oh dear God.
Give me the Lions.
24-17 Browns William has.
Okay. Give me the Detroit. I'm being realistic here. Give it 31-17.
Same score.
Okay.
I'm gonna go a little closer because I think this could be a trap game for Detroit, but I've still got the Lions winning. I think Badgett's playing good for Chicago, and I think he still will play good. So, give me Detroit 24-20.
Ooh,
Okay.
closer.
There you go.
All right. I'm going to go with the Lions in this one. I'm going to go 31-13, and Hijacker is going the Lions over the Bears 40-13.
Okay. And then William.
Nothing yet.
Okay, we'll get back to him in a second then. Because this show's at a little bit of a delay, so
Yep.
YouTube feed. Next game.
Oh, there we go. No, he's got there it is,
Okay.
28-14 Detroit.
Okay. All right, next game is the Chargers going to Lambeau Field to take on the Packers.
All right. I'm going to start off with Hijacker's score. He's actually picking the Cheeseheads in this one. He's going with the Packers 17-14.
Give me the Chargers 28-14. Fuck the Packers.
Yeah,
I don't care if they're playing the Carolina Panthers. I'll pick the Carolina Panthers over them.
yeah,
Say it
give me
with your
the
chest,
Chargers in this one as well. I'm going to go Chargers 31, Packers, I'll say 14.
I'm gonna go LA as well. I'm gonna go LA 30-17.
You would have said Green Bay. I would have disowned you from this show.
I got an interesting scenario, and I think it's funny.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna go 27-24. However, I got I'm going with the Chargers, but I think the Chargers go up 27-0, and they blow a 27-0 lead, and they end up pulling it out though, 27-24 Chargers.
Well, that's true because you got to think Brandon Staley is the head coach.
Yep.
Williams got the Chargers.
Herbert's put up 38 and still lose.
He's got the Chargers as well, 24-10.
And if we know Green Bay is known for one thing, and that is their comeback. They are known for coming back against the odds and winning in either close or winning games. How many years did they do that with Aaron Rodgers, where it looked like it was the end of the game for them, and somehow within a 2-minute offense they come back and win?
Yep. Hail Mary.
The only reason I think they don't get the job done is because Jordan Love is the quarterback.
I agree.
Yep.
Yes.
Next game is the Cards taking on the Texans.
I love Houston in this game.
I love Houston in any game at this point.
I'm gonna go Houston. Houston's gonna win this game 23-13.
Yes.
Hijacker is picking the Texans over the Cardinals 21-14.
Ooh, touchdown.
I like that score as well, except I'm going to go a little closer. I think this is going to be a shootout. I think Kyler Murray's already off to a pretty good start, and I think he still keeps it up. But I think C.J. Stroud's still going to dominate. So give me the Texans over the Cards 23-20.
All right.
23-21. Texans over the
Ooh.
Cards.
All right, and I'm gonna
Oh, 34-13 Texans for Williams.
What?
14, excuse me. I'm sorry, 30-14.
Is
Houston.
that Williams' score?
Yep, Texans 30-13 or 14. Damn it.
Oh my
Keep getting my
gosh.
numbers mixed up.
All right.
30-14.
Well,
I'm
at least you know
gonna
you're not
go
good at
with the
math,
Texans.
Steven. You're good at drums, but you suck at math.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Texans as well. I'm gonna go 26-21.
Ooh.
Let's see. Here we go. Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jags in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville all the way. 28-14.
Give me the Tony Contanas. I mean the Jacksonville Jaguars. Give me Jacksonville in this one. Give it to me 20. Let's go 27-17.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville bounces back in a huge way. I think they get back on track. 24-9 over the Titans.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go 27-16 Jacksonville, and Hijackers picking Jacksonville 24-13.
Okay.
And William, he has
Nobody.
Jags, same score as me. 28-14 Jacksonville.
Okay. All right. Next game is the Raiders going to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Oh boy.
Alert, alert, ass kicking alert, ass kicking alert.
That's become a new thing now on the show.
34-13 Dolphins over the Raiders.
Give me the Dolphins in this one to absolutely annihilate the Raiders. 38-10.
Oh my god.
Give me
Yeah,
the Dolphins in this one. I'm gonna go 41-6.
Ooh, no mercy.
Yeah.
What is Hijacker?
I'm sorry. It was all cute with the Raiders. They're playing for each other now. They got a new head coach. They got that bum out of there. They're on a 3-game winning streak. It's all fine in games till you run into Miami's offense off a bye week. Give me Miami 45-12.
Oh,
the hell?
William has the Dolphins 35-7.
yeah, and Hijacker is picking the Dolphins over the Raiders 35-24.
By the way, the reason why they're also winning too is so they can get attendance back at Allegiant Stadium because they got to pay because they're bankrupt now after paying Josh McDaniels the rest of his fucking contract.
Yep.
By the way, an interesting note about this game. This week, we could see the return of hotshot Dolphins rookie running back Devin Achane, who is due to come off the IR.
Nice.
More speed for Miami.
That's right.
Absolutely. He was doing great too before he got injured.
Yep.
That's right.
Next game, it's the New York Football Giants versus the Commanders. Give me the Commanders 20-17. Or no, 20-10.
Oh, I'm fixing to say, give me the Commanders to beat the New York Football Midgets 24. 24. I can't even get it out. 24-7.
That's what she said.
No, screw it. 24-3.
Yeah, give me the Commanders over the Giants. 17-4. Two safeties.
Hijacker would be proud.
17-4.
17-4. Make it happen, Washington.
Hijack is picking the Commanders to win 31-17, and I'm gonna go with the Commanders, but before I give my score, I do want to say this. If
No.
there's one thing that Washington has struggled with, no matter how good or how bad or how mid their season might be, the one thing that we have struggled with more than anything is, believe it or not, beating the Giants. Because, I mean, we lost to them earlier in the year.
And that gave you every opportunity to win that game. And William has the Commanders winning 28-17.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm going to go with the Commanders, of course. I'm going to go Commanders 24, Giants 8.
Okay.
That score got hit with the fucking ugly stick more than usual. Anyways, moving on. Tampa Bay taking on the Santa Clara 49ers. Hijacker reference.
I'm going to go with the 49ers in this one. I'm going to go San Francisco. I'm going to go 49ers 30-20.
All right. Let's see. Hijackers picking the Niners over the Bucks 31-21.
Yeah, I don't see the Bucks scoring that much. As long as everyone's healthy on the 49ers, I got the 49ers shellacking them. I'm going to say 31-13.
Okay.
Very similar score, Kev. I'm going to go 34-13.
All right, and I'm going to go similar score.
30-20 as well for William is same score as me.
Okay.
I'm going to go similar score to you guys, Kevin and Ezra. I'm going to go the Niners 34-14.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
Baker
right.
Mayfield's going to have nightmares and going back to college days when he was at Oklahoma and had to play Nick Bosa and Chase Young at Ohio State.
But hey, at least Baker Mayfield won that game.
Yeah, well, at least that's one win. They've been getting in his ass since in the NFL.
Yep.
And not to mention that after the game, he planted the Oklahoma flag on the Ohio State logo.
Yep, and that's what fueled the fire.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Next one is the Jets taking on the Bills.
You know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to call it now. I got the New York Jets in the upset. Give me the Jets. Give me the Jets. 18-14.
You were on crack with that score.
I got the Jets with their second win over the Bills this season. 18-14. And get this, here's the funny one. The New York Jets, 6 field goals. And they win 18-14. No safeties, all field goals.
The kicker's gonna have to ice his leg for a couple hours after this game.
Hey, that was like the game with the Giants and the Jets when the punters put the ball down 20-something times. They had to ice their leg after the game. Same deal. Poor Jets kicker, he's gonna have to ice his foot. He gets so many balls.
Fuck, he's gonna tear his Achilles if he doesn't watch it.
Hey, he's gonna kick so many balls. He's gonna go after the game and tell the head coach if he don't straighten his offense up, he's gonna kick him in the balls.
Ouch.
They try to eat these fucking field goals.
Ouch.
Hey, here we go. I got a score for y'all, but first, Hijack is picking the Bills over the Jets 24-23.
Oh my god.
But here's the score for you guys. Bills over the Jets 16-11.
Wow. Williams got the Jets 20-10.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
God, 18-14.
Can't wait till y'all start putting half points in your scores. Fucking start getting into math here. The only math I know is Steiner math because it spells doom for Samoa Joe at sacrifice.
Oh.
But anyways, moving on. Let's go.
Steven and Ezra, don't give y'all scores.
Oh
Not
no,
yet.
that's what I'm getting ready to do. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Jets, but I'm not gonna go a crazy score. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
20,
Kevin.
I'm gonna go 20-18. Game-winning field goal.
I'm going to go with the Bills. I don't feel good about it, but I cannot trust Zach Wilson. I'm sorry. I'm going to go with the Bills in a close one. I don't feel good about this pick. I'm going to go Buffalo 20-17.
Ooh. Okay.
As good as Steven, let me just mention this. As good as Josh Allen has always been, do you fucking trust him right now either?
Hell
Give
no.
me the Cougar Hunt. Give me the Cougar Hunter. At least he ain't turning the ball over at an incredibly
Hey, at least
high
he
rate.
knows how to score.
And look at older women.
Next.
All right, next game.
I have a few jokes, but I'm gonna leave them for after the show. I don't want to get us kicked off YouTube. Let's see. The Seattle Sea Chickens are taking on the Bolts.
You mean the Rams?
Close enough. They're both in LA. Who the fuck cares?
All right. Hijacker is picking the Sea Chickens in this one, 17-7.
This is going to be my upset. Again, I think Seattle has been owned by the Rams the last 3 years, and it goes back to week 1 this season when they got shellacked by the Rams. I think Matt Stafford returning. I think him and Cooper Kupp have themselves a day, and I think they edge out the Seahawks 27-24.
I have a similar score. I'm gonna go 20. I'm gonna go 28-24. 1 point higher. I think it's gonna be a great day for Matt Stafford. 4 touchdowns, over 300 yards. I think he's gonna have a really hell of a game.
Just like the first game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. I think Geno Smith and them are gonna play great. I think they're gonna play great ball. But I just think with Stafford coming back 100% healthy with Cooper Kupp by his side, I think them two are just gonna dominate.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go with you guys. I'm going to go with the Rams in this one. I'm going to go with the Rams. I'm going to go 27-20.
Same score, Joey. 27-20 Rams.
Okay.
All right, Sunday night football in
What's
the
Williams'
Mile High
score?
City.
What's Williams' score?
He's got 24-17 Seattle.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Next game is Minnesota
Sunday night
Vikings.
football.
Yep, Sunday Night Football. Minnesota Vikings going to Mile High to take on the Broncos.
You know what? You want to pull this stupid shit, Kevin O'Connell, and bring back a fucking undrafted rookie. You know what? Give me the fucking Broncos. Broncos country. Let's fucking ride. These guys are on a nice little win streak, and I think it continues. Give me the Broncos. I ain't even gonna address them as donkeys or ass clowns no more. The Broncos. Give me the Broncos. 20-14.
I like that score. I'm going to go with the Broncos as well. I'm going to go Denver 20-13.
I'm going to go with the Broncos as well. I'm actually going to go 23-16. No, I'll scratch that. 23-17.
Ooh, good score.
21-10. Broncos over the Vikings.
All right. And let's see. Hijackers picking the Vikings over the Broncos 30-28.
Wow.
Okay.
Look at
And
this
then,
score. Williams got the Broncos in this one, 21-14.
All right. And last but not least, a
Yes.
rematch of the Super Bowl from last year, baby.
Yep. The Eagles going to Arrowhead Stadium to take on Kansas City.
I'm calling it right here. This game is going to end on a game-winning touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes to Travis Kelce. Give me the Chiefs in this one, 37-35.
Unfortunately for Philadelphia, this is going to be death by 1,000 cuts. So, and yes, that is a Taylor Swift lyric reference. So give me a similar score to that. I'm gonna go a little bit lower though. I'm gonna go 34-31.
Okay.
Same result, Chiefs.
Well, you know what? Then I guess we're gonna make it a little debatable. I think. Oh man, this is tough.
Look what you made him do.
Monday Night Football.
Yeah,
You know
real
what? There was
quick,
a concert the other day,
Yeah, real quick,
and
let's say Hijacker score. He's got the Chiefs over the Eagles 30-28.
So you
you
didn't
know
leave a
what?
blank space on that sheet?
There was a concert the other day, and in the concert, Taylor Swift had changed the lyrics to her song and mentioning Travis Kelsey. Well, she changes the lyrics. And you know what? I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to change the result from the Super Bowl rematch, and I think they pull it out. I think the Eagles win, and they hold it off 31-28.
Okay.
You know what? I like where Kevin's going with this because that's what I've been thinking this entire time. Because even though the game is in Kansas City, I think Philadelphia is going to use that Super Bowl loss as sweet revenge. And I think Philadelphia is going to hold off Kansas City in a close one. I got the Philadelphia Eagles winning 34-31.
Okay.
Classic game. Classic.
Great.
And William, he has. Let's see. He has. You ready for bed? Ooh, Eagles 20-17.
Ooh, he's going a little low
Defensive
scoring there.
showcase.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Score predictions are in. That's it for this week, guys. We'll talk about those scores next week. But real quick, before we sign off here for today, or get close to signing off, a couple quick notes in the world of MMA. Bellator champion Usman Nurmagomedov has been suspended after failing a drug test. His title defense has been overturned to a no contest. UFC is in major hot water after Dana White came out through the tunnel with Donald Trump, Tucker Carlson, and Kid Rock. A sponsor was demanding that they remove the footage and photos from their sites. Dana White replied, "Go fuck yourself."
Wow.
Conor McGregor's UFC return has been pushed back. It is no longer targeted for April, according to reporter John Kavanaugh. So none of that. And then finally, Leon Edwards has decided he will leave the welterweight division, and it demands the winner of Strickland versus Duplessis for UFC 300. So those are just some quick MMA news, and that's all I got. Anybody else got anything before we decide to sign off for today?
I do. I actually have something pretty big.
What's that?
Let's see. The 7 biggest free agents as of right now in Major League Baseball, and I'm about to name them right now. They are Matt Chapman, who played for the Toronto Blue Jays, Sonny Gray, who played for the Twins, Aaron Nola, who played for the Phillies, Josh Hader and Blake Snell, who played for the Padres, Cody Bellinger, who played for the Cubs, and of course, Mr. Shohei Ohtani, who played for the Angels. All 7 of those players turned down qualifying offers to remain with their teams.
Wow.
All 7 of them turned down.
Well, hey, guys, I'm about to have to log out here for tonight.
All right, Kevin.
Great job,
dude,
bro.
Y'all have a good one. Hey, I hope everybody enjoys the show, and get ready for some good sports. Another week of good sports.
Oh,
Peace.
hell yeah, brother. Later.
But yeah, I was like, wow, all 7 players declined qualifying offers? That's crazy.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I got.
Yeah, I don't have anything else myself. Real quick, also, just to let everybody know that I will not be on the show next week. Due to a schedule change of my job up for the Thanksgiving holiday with our truck schedule at my job, I will not be on next Tuesday. So, with that being said, there'll still be a show. There'll still be Joey, Kevin, and Steven here next week to talk all things sports, but I will not be on. So, but I will be back the week after for, of course, more sports talk with you all. So that's all I have. Steven, got anything else?
Nothing for me. As far as only thing that's got going on with me is obviously music and lots of tours were announced this week, and looking forward to those shows happening next year. And yeah, just been hanging out, chilling with y'all. AEW Full Gear is happening this Saturday, and Survivor Series is next week in Chicago.
Yep.
So looking forward to those two shows in the next couple of weeks. And other than that, looking forward to another great week of sports talk next week. And you can follow us on Twitter at ON_sports show, Facebook.com/Nation Sports Show, and where we are live on YouTube.com/Our Nation Sports Show. And also, don't forget to follow the Nation's Corner on Twitter at Nation's Corner. Everywhere else on YouTube, the Instagram, and the Facebook, it is at The Nation's Corner. With that being said, as I wrap this up, my friend.
Well, let's get Joey's final thoughts before we do that. Joey?
Once again, another great show with you fine gentlemen. It was awesome. Of course, talk about the world of sports in general. We had a lot to talk about. Hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the sports for later on in the week, whether it's NBA, whether it's hockey, whether it's football, whatever you want to watch. But I do want to bring something up real quick, and this is going to be my last thought for the night, or my last statement for the night. If anybody who is watching the show tonight is going to be in the North Carolina area around Christmas time, you are cordially invited to Hamlet Church of God of Prophecy the night of December 17th at 6 o'clock, where I will be playing one of the characters in the church Christmas play this year. The theme for the play this year is going to be a home makeover for a country cabin. So if you want to come out and get a really good laugh, you are more than welcome to come on out. But peace, I'm out.
All right, thank you, Joey. Definitely check that out if you're in the North Carolina area. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for the show today. We appreciate your consideration in watching this. Of course, if you're watching it live, thank you. On demand, thank you. Like, subscribe, please share with your friends, your family, and all that. And, of course, we'll be on next week, next Tuesday, before Thanksgiving. And, of course, there'll be some ball games going on during that week. And, of course, there's going to be all sorts of different shit going down. So, check that out. Sports-wise, check out the NHL season going on. Of course, the in-season play tournament for the NBA. And next week's NFL season, week 11, man, it's gonna be awesome. Can't wait for that week. It's gonna be a great game of sports, especially that Monday night game or Super Bowl rematch. Can't wait for that. Also, like he said, check out Survivor Series coming up in 2 weeks. Live from the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois. Don't forget to check out, of course, Full Gear this Saturday from the Forum Kia Forum in LA. And also check out this weekend Pro Wrestling Revolver, as they have a show, which is going to be a crazy show featuring the Switchblades, John Moxley and Sami Callihan taking on Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel of the Rascals. And also the biggest match probably of the card, Billy Starks and ROH World Champion Athena will take on the team of Marina Shafir and the debuting on the Independents, Rowdy Ronda Rousey. So check that out on Fight Plus. If you got Fight Plus, it's only $5.99 a month. Check it out. Also, GCW ramps up with shows this week as well, cutting up into the new year. Also announced that Andrade El Idolo will make his GCW debut coming up at the end of this year and the beginning of next year, including a show in Talia Hall. More of that with the Nation's Corner this Saturday. Check them out, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Now, enough of my spiel. For Kevin Rory, for Stephen Wyand, for Joey Thornton, for everybody in attendance, for Kevin Rory, it's all about the sports, and we are here to bring it to you. I am Ezra Vickery, and we will see you right here next week with another great edition of our Nation Sports Show. Take care, everybody. Have a great week, and we will see you next Tuesday. Peace out.
Turn me up. Turn me up.